This is the default setting for men under American patriarchy. I can't really speak outside of our version of patriarchy, but I suspect that most patriarchal systems operate this way. And as a recap, patriarchy values dominance, and it teaches men that if they can dominate someone or something, then they get to be affirmed as a man and hopefully eventually get promoted into being a father. Now, that father role gets to play out in a couple different areas. It's not necessarily just in the home, although I think that's kind of the original source of that idea, but being the father of a company or a church or a political leader. All these places where men get to dominate other people. But of course, most men are being dominated in most of those spheres. So the way that this plays out typically is that men will dominate their woman and their children. And from that dominance mindset, it is very hard for men to have empathy or contribute in a meaningful way because they don't see their partner as a partner. They see them as somebody that they rule over. In fact, a lot of men they don't want their partner to choose them. They want to win their partner. They want to be the one who has dominated her. So if she chooses them because they're like a healthy and whole human being, then they didn't get to win the patriarchy game of dominance. But can men override this programming? Absolutely, yes, I think they can. In no way do I believe that this is imprinted on men on a biological level from birth or anything like that. This is programmed and conditioned and socialized into boys and then men through just a series of rewards and punishments throughout their childhood and into adulthood. I believe it is severely difficult for men to do that when they still identify as men because our society has set up manhood and gender identity as almost the pinnacle, almost the only identity that really matters, especially for men, where manhood is this thing that is held back as a scarce resource that they have to fight for and compete for and prove and maintain for their entire lives. And if men were able to make the shift and see themselves as a human first, and then a man second, third, or fourth, like just see yourself as a human and create some distance from this gender identity that's been prescribed for you, you might be able to start deprogramming, unpacking, and breaking free of these models. For me, it really took actually leaving manhood entirely. I am non-binary. I use they, them. And creating that distance for me was really what allowed me to start deconstructing masculinity within this patriarchal system.